Veris is a contract manufacturer in Orange County, California, and I think that our differentiator is that we do what we say we're going to do. So, if we tell a customer or a vendor that something's going to happen, we do everything we can and we jump through hoops to ensure that that does indeed happen for them. A lot of that is advanced manufacturing, so it is built up with aerospace, military, medical, space customers. We are ITAR, and then we have the highest quality certification, which is NADCAP electronics. And then we're also AS 9100 and ISO 13485. We always build to Class 3, and then we'll inspect to whatever the print says, Class 2 or Class 3. But most of our products are Class 3.
We aim to achieve for Class 3 in all cases, whether they're Class 1 or 3. We aim for Class 3, that way we're shooting for best quality. That way you don't have to think about, oh, is this job a Class 1, Class 2? But if you treat everything as Class 3, then you're going to get the highest quality.
For the most part, it's low volume, high mix. But we also do some larger runs as well too. When boards are really easy, anybody can do them. And so it's easier to move around. When boards are more difficult and more challenging, it also takes a higher level of expertise to be able to build them.
The restriction with the 2D system was the solder fillets and the volume. Now that we have 3D system, we're able to measure height, and that makes all the difference. Right now we're able to accurately measure volume of solder, which makes a huge difference in our process. False calls have been a big problem with the 2D machine. We basically have to sit there and go through all of these calls manually, one at a time, and make sure that it's actually not a defect. But the number of false calls have gone down quite a bit. We're able to control our process better. We can tighten up the tolerances to get better results, basically. And if there's any major discrepancy in our process, we would right away catch it. Alongside that came programming time, cycle time, user-friendly software, and a few other things. Mostly, how easy is it going to be for our staff to use this machine and be efficient? We had several good competitors that we had out here, and we were demoing the machines. We found out that with our process, Ko-Young was a better fit. Basically, we ran the machines side by side. The results on the Ko-Young were more stable, more repeatable, and the consistency was there. We decided to go ahead and get more options while we're at it. So we got the Zenith 2, which has side cameras, and also it can accept bigger size boards. By having the Zenith 2, we're able to go in inside 45 degrees, whichever side we like, to get a better shot at it and do an extra inspection in that area. It's improved our solder joint inspection drastically. Before, we used to run the boards through 2D AOI and then still take the same board and go look at it under scope for solder workmanship defects. Right now, we're stepping away from that, and we're able to run the board through the machine. I feel like our inspectors now that have worked with the machine quite a bit are building up that confidence, and they're able to trust the machine, put the board in. If it says it's good, then we move on. So they can utilize their time better while the machine does most of the work for them. It's been a great experience so far. I personally had not worked with Ko-Young before. When we were doing the demo and doing all these test runs, I found out that Ko-Young was very stable, and the results were very repeatable and consistent, and that stood out from other competitors. We have seen a great increase in our throughput just by using this one machine, so I can only see having more machines is going to make our lives easier. I'd happily recommend Ko-Young to my peers.